Hello and welcome, dearest. I'm Grandma Mimsy, and I have a new mani and inspiration ideas for you to help you along in your journey. And these are the two new shades that came in the most recent January box that is Perfect Prose. And they are Catnap, which is B503, and B502, and I was testing them out to see how I like them on me, and the beginning of all the processes that I go to figure out what to make, all the processes I go through to have my opinions on what makes things be. And I don't understand my lighting. Okay, there. I'm gonna have to do it that way. I have a small light to kind of help, because the way the videos are showing up lately with everything, let's try and adjust this. I'm getting more of shadows and glare, and I don't understand why. But hey, it just could be because, yeah, that's a little better. There we go. Because we're in the winter months and I don't have the same light coming through my area the way that it normally does when I do my videos. And we've got some storms coming through lately across the United States. And a lot of places are getting some extreme weather. And oddly enough, even though Las Vegas is very sunny and windy, it really is a lot windier than most people realize, that we're usually not very gloomy. But this last week, there's been a lot of dark, shadowy, gloomy stuff hanging around. So, and I know that affects the lighting as well. But I digress. So I was working on creating a mani that I could use for my next video of the new plates for January. I did the unboxing. Now I need to do the plates, the actual using of the plates. And I just wanted to have something cute and quick. This did not turn out quite exactly what I had in mind, as is all my manis. They kind of have an idea and an inspiration I want to work with. And then what ends up actually happening doesn't kind of go the way I thought it was going to go. And then in the process of that, there's how can I save this or change this? And then there's a point where you go, I give up, I quit. So that's kind of what we're at. And I don't think I'm going to keep this to do my next videos, because I'm not in love with it anymore. And so to share, because I know a lot of people have questions on what polishes were used, and this was also kind of a testing, so I'm going to share with you the things that I've discovered. I love Frozen, and I believe I used it, but I'm trying to remember which one. No, I didn't. I was going to, and then I didn't. So on, trying to remember which one I used. These two, the thumb and the index finger, I forget which one, but I use these two, which is the Planet Silk and which they have discontinued or is in the process of being discontinued. And I love this polish. I don't know why, other than the question I asked and the answer I received was to make space for new things. Yeah, but it's so pretty. Anyway, they have others. This came in a set of 2 others, plus this one. The other 2 are still available. I don't know if this is available in the trio still, but you can always check. But I hope they come up with something similar, because I love this one. And then there's the smudge-free mermaid top coat that is B390. And so I used those down, and then over the top I put, this is new. It's called Sparkle. It is a polish, not a stamping polish, there's a distinction. So these are stamping and will work, or are designed to work with your stamping process. Polishes are meant to be your base coat. I used it because it's, you know, I mean, it looks so, to me, it reminds me of a sanding polish, because this does kind of stick out like that. And so I painted that over the top, but it is incredibly sheer. And I will show you that one coat is this side here, and this is 2 coats. So it's buildable. So depending on, you know, what you're looking for. And then this side I did, maybe that's the one I did do frozen with. Yeah, I think I did do frozen on this one. And then I used the, this came in the January box that is, where did I put it? I hope I didn't turn it over the wrong way. Oh, here it is, out of my view. I did that over the nail, and I like how it changed it. It came out really nice until I started messing with it, because I did the gold, and then I painted the polish over it, and then I was trying to fix things, and then the fix changed it because I wasn't liking how the edges were, and so I was trying to use different plates to kind of fix that. And so I was using this plate, which is one of my favorites. It's a must-have. And it was funny because they were just talking about this in the most recent live. But M052 is the Frenchy plate, and it has so many versatilities to it. And I was trying to do that over the edge back here, and I didn't like how it was coming out. It wasn't kind of showing up the way I wanted it to. So then I just kind of polished over again with more coats of that, and that's kind of where it went even farther south, and I went, I give up. Excuse me. They've been doing construction or some sort of, I can hear the equipment they've been doing all day, and it kind of tends to bring things up. So, but I apologize for coughing in your ears. And then these two were these 2 colors where I did this one is Rose Quartz B242, and then the pinky is B470, and again the same thing, the topper with this. And then I tried to see, like I said, I just wanted to see how these 2 showed up on the nail and how the formula worked. And then I was putting this over the top, and then I didn't like the line the way that they were separating. So that's when I got the brilliant idea to do, which one was it of these? Oh, it was this down the middle. And I didn't like how that was showing out. So I changed my plan on that, and that's where I then ended up using, which one was it? Luna? Yeah. And I ended up using Luna on the flowers. Hold, please. Hopefully everything's returning back. I have some incredibly rude neighbors who have incredibly rude and disrespectful youngins who are unsupervised, and they make so much noise and it's so distracting. So I apologize. So we have to wait until they kind of pass along. So I used the where did it go? I keep losing it. The images here was the flowers in the middle, and I just did the stripe with Luna across the middle. And that's why I like polishes like these that are somewhat of a Frenchy nature, because I like the stripes that you can do different things with in different places to create a whole different look on things. And so again, I was just wanting to explore, and then I wanted to be able to show, like I said, the differences on because this is a new polish, and this also comes in a trio. There's I know a green, and I forget the other shade that comes with it because I didn't, look up the details of these things beforehand of what they're called. And I don't have the other ones because I wasn't sure how I was going to like them. So I wanted to test out the pink first, and then we'll go back and get the other shades because I do like the way that they work. And these ones, the glitters don't show up on the nail as much as they do in the bottle. So this polish would be something to do depending on how much of you want the sparkle on there. This one would be if you want it to be witch shading. So you pick 1 or 2 coats and then get your sponge and do that where you polish on the sponge and then dab it on your nail. You'll get more of the glitters if you want more of the extra sparkle. At least we're going to try that next. Or, well, in the future. That's going to be on the list of more things we do. As well as more of the powders. Because as you can see on this one, I did try to do that, the image. I tried to do this one using this one, and it didn't work. It didn't show up as much. And that's kind of where I got this one messed up, where it did more of it kind of all over. So I had to go back and make it darker. This was actually just the one coat I wanted it to be. So it didn't turn out the way I thought because it transferred in a way that I wasn't expecting it to. So again, we're going to play with that and do more videos because I'm pretty good at being able to pick up the transfer, but there's multiple things you can transfer and multiple ways to transfer. So, and it's kind of those days that even for me, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. So we're going to do that kind of one video also in the works to how to do powders and to get the different techniques that are available to do, because I know a lot of people ask. And so here are the shades that I was working with that I wanted to test out and see how they translated. So I kind of painted half and half to see what kind of color shading I would get and to help decide which ones I wanted to do on the nails. And then this is the powder that came with the box, and it does say not to stamp using this. Excuse me. Not to stamp using this directly on your nail because it will leave dents. It didn't leave a dent because this is on, plastic, but it didn't kind of lay down as much as I thought it would. So doing it on the stamper is definitely the better way. And then how you get the different looks, because the different things I've done in my testing, I figured out a couple of things that you either can or should do depending on the look. So that'll be another explanation video on the beginning. And then I have some swatch sticks ready to go for the other video of the January box of details. So I hope this helps because I get a lot of questions on my channel as well as in the lives and other places that I see people struggling with on a lot of different channels and creators, the issues that they're having. And I take note of those, and then I try to gear videos towards those solutions, because that's what this is: nail art, nail therapy. For me, I'm the mad scientist type that I want to explore and play with things because I want to take it to the limits to see exactly what I can do and what I can't do, and share all that with you. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and commenting and following me along in this nail art therapy journey. I appreciate every single one of you. And please be kind, because the world needs a whole lot of kindness. There's a whole lot of bad things going on out there, and it's only going to get worse because people don't even understand why they're angry. They just feel angry, and they're frustrated, and they're overwhelmed, and they don't get that they're part of the Misery Loves Company Club. Don't let them recruit you, because they are always recruiting, and they don't even realize they're recruiting. They're just so miserable that in their own place because they can't figure out how to get out of the misery. Because you feel miserable, and then you feel guilty for feeling miserable, and then you get angry, and angry makes you feel better, but then they feel guilty because they're angry, and it's just the cycle repeats. You gotta move out of that and find empathy and understanding and kindness, and there's a whole lot of steps to that. Yeah, I trained as a life coach. I kind of get the concept of these things, but there's a lot of people out there that, as much as they say they want things to change, they don't want to save themselves. And as a coach, or just a friend or a loved one, you can't do the change for them. I want to say it was Jim Rohn who said you can't send somebody else to the gym to do your exercises for you. You got to do your inner exercises for yourself. And if you can't see the need to make the changes, or you don't have the motivation or the desire from within, nobody can give that to you. You got to find it all on your own. Other people can inspire you, encourage you, challenge you, but if it's not something that you're getting from the inside, from your core, from your being, from your soul, from your spirit, from whatever higher power that you feel is out there that, is or isn't orchestrating all of this stuff, or on our behalf, or caretaking for us, then again, not a whole lot that anybody can do it. There's also that phrase, you can take the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And yeah, sometimes for some of us, that lesson of you can't always help or save others that don't want to be saved is a very difficult lesson to learn. But I'm telling you, that life coaching course, man, that's better than therapy. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. See you soon. Bye.